Hello, I'm Professor Code. This is the Forex Supermodel Racing Review and Forex Briefing for Friday the 31st of March 2023. Yesterday we had a race, so Thursday the 30th on Wolverhampton on the weather, 6:30 in the evening, and that went particularly poorly for us. We didn't fill our boots on it, but we still got mashed. Where was it? Yeah, this race, 6:30 Wolverhampton. It's a selling handicap, class 6. There was originally 9 in the race. We had a non-runner, so we got a rule 4. So that didn't help to start with. So that chopped some off our potential gains. And then the actual running, we were on 4 of the 8 remaining 8 horses, so 50% of the field. And we still managed to not get a result. And what happened there then? Well, basically you got this number 1 Mutafarwick, got into a very destructive speed duel with number 4 Fieldsman, and they just basically burned the juice. And if you watch the race, they ended up about, I don't know, 12-15 lengths ahead of the field, and then inevitably burnt out. And then you had one of our horses, Always Fearless, was sort of in leading that chasing group, and ultimately still got burnt. And then you got the favourite, which was outpaced at the back, held up, and then came through and basically took the race. So if you were sort of organising something to stuff our analysis, then that would be a good way of doing it. So anyway, that's that. We lost the £4 per 8 unit, 400 for us. So the counts come down yet again to 64.90, 65 units. 5, peak of 74.5, so we're about 9.5 units down. Significant drawdown at the moment, and we've been having a rough ride with favourites and what have yous, and all the rest of it, and just missing out. But that's racing. So anyway, now today we've got a relatively low-key race in terms of odds. Lingfield 335, Fillies handicap class 3 odd plus 0.70, 10 furlongs. Model 94, quite quick. Just swap this over. Right, what do we know then? So you've got the likely favourite list, Cantora. Cantora has run previously at Newmarket, Kempton, where it's outpaced on the July course. They're faster surfaces, and then it's raced at Leicester. 7 furlong heavy, red car, 8 furlong heavy, and it's not suited by speed 10 furlong as far as we're concerned. So we'll give that the chop. What's the next one we can get rid of? Number 1, Star from Afar. That's benefited from perfect trips. Lingfield 10 times 2, and Chelmsford 10, model 94, and the second was pretty limp there, rated 62. So we don't like that horse, Star from Afar. So we'll get rid of that one. Then we've got How Hard Can It Be? Well, that's Kempton 11 times 3, 11 furlongs times 3. Model 92. We don't think that horse is going to have the pace for this, so we'll get rid of that one. And then we've got to this Miss Harmony, number 3. Wolverhampton, 1 at Nottingham, 10 furlong good, which is model 91, which is pretty slow, relatively speaking, compared to Lingfield 10. And then it was Southall 11, model 89, slow again, and Chelmsford 10. Model 94, which is as it is, but that horse is pretty moderate and slow, so we get rid of Miss Harmony as well. So that leaves us with our horse, this Rubina Rose. It's around 2 to 1. We've got 2.2 to 1, so just shy of 9 to 4 on that. It's not great odds. We've got £2 per £8 unit on that at the moment, so 200 with a quarter of a unit exposure. What do we like about Rubiana Rose? Well, Lingfield 8, novice fillies, model 96, quicker, made a good move there, so that was promising. and then K8, Kempton 8, raced freely and stayed on, so that was promising as well. And then it went to it won at Wolverhampton on extended 9.5, 10 furlongs basically, handicap, and that was model 92 off a slow pace, so that horse can quicken up. So it gets a big tick anyway as far as we're concerned. Ruby on the Rose. The only problem with it is the odds are a bit tight. If it drifts, we'll probably top it up a little bit, not up to half a unit, up to probably another 100, so 0.375 exposure maximum. So if it goes out to about, I don't know, what is it now, 9 to 4, if it goes out to about 3s, we might, 3s and beyond, we might consider having another 100 on it. Anyway, that's that. Forex, yesterday we had a go at what was it, the CAD yen, JPY, and prior to the PCE data, they were front running equities and all the rest of it, and the yen was weak, risk on. And then so we sold in just prior to that, and we got a little bit of a result there if you want to look at the charts. And then once the data was out, it bounced, so it's so you needed to be in and out of that trade. So so that was a short on the CAD yen prior to PCE, personal consumption expenditure. About 130, I think it was, the actual data. So anyway, that's where we are. Racing complete pain in the neck at the moment, and today, well, you know, it's not going to do us any great favours, but it's something. We might be able to claw a little bit back, or if we lose again, it won't do us much damage. So that's where we are, and the Forex, well, we'll see how it goes. We're sort of up to our neck in analysis at the moment, so that's where it is. So anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and goodbye.